IMT Hyderabad. Welcome to my room. Wow, such a nice room. यहाँ पे एक टीवी है, बड़ा सा, and the picture of me on Ducati, roll tires, very nice. पहले क्या खाऊं मुझे confusion हो रहा है. Thank you for such a warm welcome. Hi, so today is the day and I am here at the IMT Hyderabad college. It's around 3 but I'm really looking forward to listen to other speakers and थोड़ी सी nervousness है, थोड़ी सी excitement है, अच्छा लग रहा है. And we are here and it's a very beautiful campus they have. See, I'll just take you around and you can see मेरी फोटो लगी वहाँ पे.
Tushar Tyagi, Mr. Shantanu Hazarika, Mr. Karun, Mr. Ganesh, Ms. Kalyani. I learned among the speakers we have a biker, we have a photographer.
How are you feeling? I'm very nervous. This is my first time. Nervousness हो रही है. Excited भी हूँ, but that stage fear thing होता ही है यार. So I'm just going through my script again and again so I don't get stuck anywhere.
Divya, what do you think is the most common bucket list wish for women?
Let me guess. Riding a bullet maybe?
Although it's just a bike, but to women somehow it's a feeling of being empowered, independent and free.
We have way to go till society accepts and embraces women riding bikes and making their way out of their chosen destinations.
In that regard, I would like to call upon the stage our next speaker for today, Miss Kalyani Potekar, who holds the title for being India's fastest female motorbike racer. She most recently won the title with a lap time of 2.08 minutes on the Buddha International Circuit in NCR. She smashed her previous record of 2.16 minutes while riding a Ducati superbike, showing that her only competition is herself.
Kalyani Potekar holds a lot of other records. She has ridden at Great the Himalaya, one of the world's highest rally rates, and the Indian National Racing Championship, and even backed by the country's motorsport governing body, Federation of Motorsports Clubs of India. She has also been recognized in the Outstanding Women in Motorsports category. We welcome you to Tedx IMT Hyderabad, ma'am, to share your wild adventure with us. Thank you.
Hi everyone. I said hi everyone.
Hello.
It's an honor to be here and I feel so privileged to be standing here alongside with these incredibly amazing personalities. And I would like to extend my congratulations to each one of you. Your work not only inspired me, but many others to be better, to work harder, and to make a dent wherever we can. So I feel very, very proud to be standing here. In life, there are moments when you stop and ask yourself, how did I get here? Like, why I'm standing here? Well, this is definitely one of those moments for me where I find myself going back to the beginning, back to my roots, where it all started. By my roots, I mean the long, long way from a very small town to setting some crazy lap records. I, Kalyani Potekar, is here in front of you to talk about my journey, onwards and upwards. Firstly, being born in an educational background and taking motorcycle racing as a career is a huge step. Also, being the elder one, everyone expects you to be a responsible one and the one to carry on the family legacy. I think that was one moment when I had to think a lot about what I wanted to do with my life. And I think I was fortunate to have my dad understanding me, as he was a motocross racer and the only son of the family. He has faced it too, and he had to sacrifice his dreams to continue the family business. I, on the other hand, grew up watching him race. The way he talked about his early days and crazy rides, I think that was one moment when I realized how much he misses that life. And I think that was the point when I decided to continue the legacy long left behind on the tracks for my father. Talking about my father, he used to take me to the racetrack ever since I was in my mom's belly, and I have seen more bikes and tracks than a baby girl has seen Barbies. But the adventure doesn't end here. As I grew up, I was everywhere. One day I'm mountaineering and the other skiing down a mountain. Someday I'm riding a horse and the other a motorcycle. I think that's exactly how we all get attracted to different activities while growing up. Usually, a kid at an early age starts with, oh, I want to be a doctor, engineer, or a teacher, and ends up being something else. So I think we all go through this phase of life where we think about a lot of what ifs. For example, what if I do not get good marks? What if I do not get good college? What if I'm not able to fulfill my parents' expectation? And the most important, what if even after doing all of it, I don't feel happy? Can I do it? What if I can't? I faced that what if when I graduated with a bachelor's degree in physics and photography. Yes, you heard me right. I wanted to be a photographer too. But the twist is here. When I was at college, I had a 150cc motorcycle for my daily commute, and I was the only girl going on a bike, and of course, all the biker gangs welcomed me. I started my weekend rides with them. Some of my friends also helped me to improve my basics. And as soon as I started going out in the group, I got to know more about the industry. Soon after a few months, I participated in my first event. That was Raid Day Himalaya, considered as one of the toughest and highest rally raids in the world. I finished my college, came back to my hometown, where my parents were still expecting me to take startup of the photography studio. But looks like I was still wearing my helmet while they talked about the studio. I was not the one to listen to them. All I wanted to do was to ride my motorcycle. So I started looking for opportunities, and by opportunity, anything related to motorcycles, a job, a course, or whatever. And that is how I came across a reality show by MTV, Chase the Monsoon. I auditioned for it and I was selected. And I had a crazy experience riding across different states from Jaisalmer to Kathmandu, covering some 4,000 plus kilometers in 28 days, exploring different language, food, culture, meeting crazy people. All these experiences made me realize one thing, be it riding on the roads or racing on the tracks. The sport is predominantly dominated by men, and surviving in a male-dominated sport is not easy. There were lots of ups and downs, of course more downs than ups, and there were not much awareness and opportunities for women in motorsports. Not at least when I started riding 13 years back. Sometimes you don't have these opportunities. Sometimes you really need to push your limits and create those opportunities for yourself. Here I have a question for all the female audience especially. How many of you drive? You can raise your hands. Or ride a scooter, motorcycle, whatever. You do. That's a good number. Wow. But do you remember long back there was a time when women couldn't drive? It was more of a men's thing. There were no female drivers or riders. But today it's very common, it's normal. The same goes for racing. When I started, I had no idea that this mere hobby of riding a motorcycle would turn into my profession someday. I had no clear path and I was absolutely clueless. There was lack of awareness, resources, and proper guidance. And then there were people who doubted my caliber, and of course, the society who judged me for the choices I made. I kept ignoring them because I realized that this is what makes me happy and this is what I want to do. So I kept ignoring and I started looking for more opportunities. I always wanted to grow. I always wanted to excel. And for me, I never think someone else as my competition. For me, it's always me versus me. I realized that opportunities and obstacles always go hand in hand. And we all have bad days. Nobody is perfect. Not me, not you, none of us. And it's okay to fail because failure is normal and important too. It's part of the process. There's no shortcut to success. You need to fail in order to succeed. And even in a bad situation, there is always a positive side. It's about how you look at it. Remember one thing, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. And in order to taste that victory, you need to go through the process and you need to trust the process. So fail and make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I have made mistakes. And I'm so proud about it. And this reminds me of a very beautiful quote I read on internet. It says, bad decisions make good stories, but good decisions make good results. This reminds me of one of my recent experiences. Last year, I had an opportunity to be part of the most glorious, the most decorated, and the oldest paramilitary forces in India. Yes, as a kid, as a teenager, I was also fascinated by wearing the army uniform. And back in my college days, I also happened to be part of NCC. So I thought of giving it a shot. I went through the whole selection process and I was shortlisted. I also went through the training program. But somewhere I felt stuck. I felt that it's not making me happy. It's not what I want in life. I felt that I'm doing it only for the sake of fulfilling my parents' expectations or to fulfill that childhood dream. So there will be times when you will be having a plethora of opportunities in front of you. But you decide what's best for you and what aligns to your goals. And people might be having different opinions about your choices in life. And it's okay. The only thing matters is your own happiness and what makes you happy. And it's very important to love what you do and do what you love. Because if you don't love what you do, you will give up easily. People say that you need to have a lot of passion for what you do. I believe that only having passion is not enough. You need to really invest in that passion. You need to learn from the best teacher, best coach, and be incredible if you really love something. You need to throw yourself into it. And you need to find that one thing that brings smile on your face when you talk about it. That one thing that makes you jump out of your bed every single day, that yes, I want to do this. You know, a lot of people are going nowhere in life. They are just going with the flow. They are not living the life, they are just existing. Ask this question to yourself, are you living the life or you are just existing? Don't be a lot of people. Don't go with the flow. Don't be part of the crowd. Be the reason for the crowd. Stand out. Find that one thing. It's not very difficult to find that one thing. Is it? Just go back home, write down 5 things that you really enjoy doing. Just go for it. And there will be people to tell you that you're not capable of this, but trust me, don't listen to them, because people are only going to pull you down and take opportunities away from you. And nobody is going to come one day and tell you, here is the opportunity, go make something out of it. It's you who decides to create your own path. And it all starts with you. It's your life. You define your own purpose. You define your path and what you want. Don't let someone write the script of your life, and don't let someone else play with your potential, and stop doubting yourself. So nobody is going to come. It's you who decides to get out of the bed or press the snooze button. You need to really identify your own powers. You need to find that confidence within yourself that I'm going to thrive whatever I chose to be. You really need to be consistent, be focused, and chase your dreams every single day. And trust me guys, it's amazing when you accomplish something you really want. And it's even better when people around you question your abilities and you prove them wrong, which happens to me most of the times. So remember this, the biggest adventure you can ever take is to live life of your dreams. And life is short and the world is wide. I live my life full throttle. Do you? Thank you.
How was it?
It was good. It was great.
How are you feeling?
And I was feeling so confident. तो जब मैं स्टेज पे गई तब मुझे थोड़ा सा अजीब वाली जो एक फीलिंग थी, डर वाली, स्टेज फेयर वाली हल्की सी मुझे ऐसे लगी. बट व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड स्पीकिंग इट वाज जस्ट मी एंड माय स्टोरी. तो बहुत ही अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस था, एंड आई फील मोर कॉन्फिडेंट एंड आई लुक फॉरवर्ड टू मोर सच इवेंट्स इन फ्यूचर. And special thanks to Sharon for being my moral support, being there for me.
Show your phone, boys.
See these guys, I gave them my stickers and they have put it already.